nervous. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. Okay, listen, if we have to do this professional, somebody has to say action. So we're like on a proper film set. Excellent. Okay, we begin. So, and scene. I'm ready.
Okay. Hello, we are the reporters of the Südpolshow on 92.4. Could you please introduce yourself to the listeners, including your name and your profession?
Of course I can. First of all, before I introduce myself, I would like to say it's a pleasure to meet you both. Thank you for coming to have a talk with me. My name is Matt Edwards. I am a magician and an actor, and I am here to promote our new TV show, Panto, which I'm very excited about.
Can you describe your role, Panto? Who is he and what does he do?
This is a great question to start with. So, Panto is not of this world. He is an extraterrestrial. Some people might say maybe he is an alien. In my head, I think that there is a planet somewhere in space. And this planet is the shape of a hat. In German, I think you call it a melon, like a bowler hat. And on this planet, there are millions and millions of Pantos. And sometimes one of them leaves his planet and he goes somewhere to help people. And this year, in 2020, it's me. I have come to Earth. And my job as Panto is I am here to help people who are in trouble. So sometimes people find themselves in crazy situations and they need some help. And I am a little school mascot. I'm like a small doll in a case. And when I see somebody's in trouble, I come life-size and I follow them around and I help them out whenever they need it.
What was the funniest scene in the series?
Oh, there were so many funny moments in the show. One of my favorite moments was we had to film an episode on a farm, which was great because I got to play with so many cool animals. At one point, I was covered in tiny little chickens that were dancing all over me. But one of the really craziest animals we had to play with was a really small pig. And this pig was so beautiful, and he was a really great actor. But when a pig makes a noise, it is the loudest noise in the world. Pigs scream. So this was a really funny day. But I had one day when I had to sit in a tree, and I had to fall out of the tree. And I've never done, I know, right? I've never done anything like this. As a magician, I'm not a stuntman. So for me, this was a really crazy moment because I had to fall maybe the length of this building. I had to fall really far onto a crash mat. So this was funny, but a little bit scary for me. But every day for me was just fun, fun, fun. It was really cool.
Can you describe Panto with three...
In 3 words?
Yeah.
Describe Panto in 3 words? This is a good question. Okay, how would I describe Panto in 3 words? Word number 1, magic. Word number 2, I don't know if you know this word, unconventional. It means everything he does you do not expect. It's almost the opposite of how you think he's going to do something. And word number 3, really funny. I know that's 2 words, but he is very funny. I'm sorry. I had to at the end. Yeah.
How did you get to play the part of Panto? Did you get a normal casting or how did you get recognized?
So I have been doing magic since I was about 5 years old. And a few years ago, I went on TV to do Britain's Got Talent, this Got Talent show. And it was crazy and nervous and you know what, things went really well. So my video went onto YouTube, and then the next day I had a Skype call with the director for Caligari, Gabrielle, and she phones me up and she says, we have this show called Panto. Have you heard of Panto? And I've never heard of Panto. And she says, okay, tomorrow you are coming to Cologne. So my email goes doodle, and I have flight tickets to Cologne, and I'm thinking, what does this crazy woman want? What does she want from me? So I fly all the way to Cologne, and I spent maybe 4 hours just playing, really. She dressed me up like Panto in the hat and the suit, and we did all sorts of crazy things. She was telling me, okay, here is a big mattress on the floor. We want you to walk past and pretend you slip on a banana, just so we can see how you look when you fall over. And so I'm thinking, okay, I've got this. So I see my invisible banana on the floor, and I walk past and I slip and I missed the mat completely.
Oh no.
Yep, I landed straight on the floor. You know when somebody falls over and they make that noise where they go, I make this noise and I'm looking up at the ceiling and I'm thinking, yeah, they're never going to give me this job ever. So they fly me home, and the next day she phones me up and she says, we would love you to play Panto. And you know, it's really lucky for me because I'm a magician, it feels like I've been training my whole life for this job because he does so much magic. So I'm really lucky to play this part, I think, especially when I missed the mat and landed on the floor. So silly.
How did you prepare for a silent role?
Oh, this was tough. I love talking. I love it. I can talk all day long. And you know, when I perform magic, my style of magic is always almost a little bit like a clown. I like to pull faces and do things like this. I love being silly, but Panto is not silly at all. So to prepare for the role, the director, she came all the way over to England and she rented an apartment near my house for 10 days. And we spent maybe 8 or 9 hours every day trying to rehearse and create this character of Panto, because Panto existed many, many years ago. And because we are trying to recreate it, I wanted it to feel like the original. But of course, he needs to be a bit more modern. But to try and give people emotion and to try and answer things without saying anything is really, really tough for anybody. So I found it really, really hard. But I think we've done a good job.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes, it was great.
Oh, you've seen it? Oh, cool. Oh, excellent.
It's like great.
Oh, thank you.
I really loved it. But I just watched 3 episodes because I didn't find the other ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then before you leave today, don't worry, I make sure you get all the episodes. Come on, ladies, you have to see it all. You have to.
Why do you think is Panto not able to speak?
I think Panto is unable to speak because, Panto for me is like a superhero, okay? He can do anything. And so if you come to him and you say, I have a problem, I need you to fix it. If Panto wanted to, if he could understand what you are saying and he could talk back to you, then maybe he would fix your problem. But what is the point? Because you'll never be happy, okay? If he fixes a problem for you, you never really grow as a person. You don't learn any lessons. So the reason for me Panto doesn't speak is people say, okay, I have this mess, please help me clear it up. But instead of clearing it up, he makes it crazier. He makes it a little bit more messier. And the whole time you're thinking, why are you doing this? And in the end, the people who he's trying to help, they kind of help themselves. He teaches them really special lessons to help them grow. So rather than solve problems, then he helps them to help themselves. And I think this is why he doesn't talk. This way, he teaches you better lessons this way.
Did you find it difficult to mime Panto's feelings?
Oh, really hard, because, Panto he's never sad and he's never scared. He's always just having fun. Like, everybody today is so angry all the time. Everybody's angry. If you're going to school and you leave something in your house, there is a little voice inside your head that goes, oh no, I forgot my pencil case. Oh no, I forgot this. But you know what? If you stop and listen to that voice, you realize, why am I screaming at myself? All I have to do is turn around, go back to the house and get the pencil case.
Yeah.
Everybody is always thinking about the past. Oh, why did I do this? And then you become really sad. Other people think too much about the future. Oh, what if? What if this happens? And then you become really anxious. But what Panto does is he teaches you to live in the now. There is no problems, only solutions. And the world is a beautiful place if you open up your eyes. And, when you help people, it really makes you feel amazing. My dad always told me, if you want to feel really good about yourself, this is how you do it. You help somebody, but you tell no one. That's when you feel really good about yourself. Because you're not doing it for praise. You are just doing it because the human race is a beautiful place. And it's nice to help each other out, right?
Yeah.
How would you like having Panto's magic hat, and what would you do with it first?
Oh, I would love to have Panto's magic. So listen, I tell you a secret. I'm in the big production office, so maybe I get in trouble for this. So after I filmed Panto, I took the hat home. I took it with me. I stole it. I don't know if anybody knows this, so I'm sorry, Caligari, if you're hearing this now, but I took it. I took one of everything from the set. I took a cup, I took a suit, I took one of these boards, I took everything. But if I could do magic with Panto's hat, you know what I would do? I would stop everybody in the world. I would stop all of the cars for one day, all of the trains. I would stop. Everybody would not need to go to work. And there would be a big television appear, and we all sing karaoke together and just have fun. Let's just sing some songs, man.
That would be actually pretty cool.
I think so, huh?
Yeah. How did you feel on the set of Panto? What was the atmosphere like?
Oh, it was, I was so nervous because for me, this is my first acting job. I've performed magic for many years, but there were so many people on set, so many cameras and camera people and lights and sound, and they're all German, and I don't speak German. So for me, I was really nervous. But I have never experienced anything like it in my life, and I really mean this. We became such a close family. Everybody, to make me feel good, which is really nice, everybody spoke in English so I could understand, and we had so much fun. The atmosphere was amazing. I feel a little bit bad because I'm sure my job is to work really hard, but it didn't feel like I was working hard at all. Every day we were laughing and playing jokes with each other. It was just amazing. The atmosphere was so cool. If you get a chance to do this job, go for it. It's great fun, man. It's really cool.
Do you think that there are any similarities between you and Panto?
Before I got the job, I would say no. But now, Panto has made me a completely different person. Absolutely. There are lots of similarities I think that everybody need with Panto. For example, like I said, we always act too angry with ourselves. And Panto has really taught me just to stop and relax and say, you only get one life. Let's just enjoy it while we're here. So since I've been playing Panto, yeah, there is definitely a lot of him inside my heart.
Why does Panto live in a displaced case at a school? Can he afford a normal house?
Good question. He could easily find his own house, but I think he would feel really lonely. Like I said, it's really nice when you help other people. And I think Panto just always wants to be around just to make sure that everybody's okay. And he's like a mascot, You can see everybody in the school knows him. He's a little bit famous in the school. And so just to be there, it's like you can always rely on him, If you walk past the display case and Panto is not there, I think everyone is like, oh, no, what am I going to do? So I think he will always be in that display case, always.
Is there any
characteristic
of Panto that you would like to have too?
Yes. I wish I didn't speak as much. I'm always talking, always. And one of the things, I love many things about Panto, but when you close your mouth and you open your ears more and you just listen to people, you learn so much. It's really amazing. I am always, being a magician, I'm always trying to show off and tell people my opinions and this is what I think. And, sometimes it's not important to tell people what I feel. It's just really nice to listen. And that's one characteristic I would love to have more. But I can't help it. I just love talking and talking and talking and talking. I love it.
Do you think the alien Panto came to Earth just to help others?
Absolutely. I think, like I say, I think there are millions of Pantos and they go to many different planets and many different places. And I think Panto can be in more places at the same time. I don't think he's in one place. So he is absolutely here just to help other people and to spread love, because that's what the world needs. I believe that Panto will always appear when people need him the most. And this is 2020. People need Panto right now because the world is crazy.
I would like to do that too.
Crazy.
In which situation would you need Panto's help?
I would need Panto's help all day, every day. I don't like to plan things too much. I like to live just, let's do it. I'm not very good I'm a bit lazy. You know, when you have to sit down and organize things, I'm not very good at writing lists or shopping lists, or I like to just do things because I have a very short memory and I just like to live in the now. And so all day I am stuck forgetting what I'm doing and I need help all the time. If I had Panto, he would be in my pocket and he would follow me everywhere. Please help me, please help me.
How does Panto recognize that someone needs his help?
Because he doesn't talk. Instead of listening to the words, you can feel the emotion, you know? I think everybody has a feeling around human beings. We all have it. For example, sometimes you are thinking about a person and then the phone rings and it's them. And you think, oh, I was just thinking about you. You know, I think we have a connection between humans. I think you can tell when somebody is sad just by the atmosphere, by like an energy they give off, you know. And I think that's how Panto knows. Because he doesn't talk, he just listens and watches. And you can see when somebody's sad. He's always there to help.
Have you watched Panto as a child, or did you know of it before?
No, you know, he never came to England. He was so famous around Eastern Europe, around the Czech Republic and Germany. I think the original show went to 35 countries. So yeah, but he never came to England. So when Gabrielle phoned me and asked and told me if I thought of what I thought of Panto, I had no idea. I'd never heard of him. And you know, it's a really difficult character to describe to people. When you say, if for example, if I say to the English people, have you heard of Panto? And they say, no. Okay, he's an alien. The first thing people think is a man with a green face, big eyes, maybe antenna sticking out of his head, you know, when you say the word alien. So, no, we never had him in England, and it's a really difficult thing to describe to the English people. But I think we need him in England. We need him in the world, right?
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
Have you reinterpreted Panto for yourself, or did you stick to Otto Szymanek style?
I wanted, you know, as soon as I got the job, I went onto the internet and I watched every episode of the old Panto. And I loved it, and it was really innocent and beautiful. But because it was filmed so many years ago, now today in the modern world, it seems a little bit boring, a little bit slow. I get it; it's beautiful. And the actor Otto was really, really cool. So I really studied him close. But I wanted to make it modern because, you know, the problems we have today are different to back then. You know, now we have mobile phones and social media, and, you know, we have school friends that we fall out with, or we have problems with our parents. And many years ago, the problems were different. But one thing Panto is really well known for, even back in the day, was when he does the special thing on his hat, you know, when he goes, din, 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 like this, and he does the move. And he did this special move because of the music of the old show. It was like a theme tune. We don't use that theme tune, but I wanted to do the same move as like my little, like a little nod to Otto. I want to keep a little bit with him because he was amazing and he was really, really great. So I really wanted to keep the style, but make him a little bit more modern.
Did you enjoy filming in Bavaria?
I love it here. It's the best place ever. Bavaria is cool. So, okay, first of all, the food is great. The Wiener Schnitzel is one of the best things I have ever discovered in my life. And it's so clean. In England, it's not this clean. If I want to, I can go here to the river and go swimming. You could never do this in England. The water is brown. The police would probably say, what are you doing? And they pull you out. I love it here so much. The people I find are really friendly. And I mean, the weather when we were shooting as well was amazing last year. It was just sunny last year, all year. I think, you know, if Brexit happens and we have to leave Europe, then I get my German passport and I come and live here. Will you accept me? Can I become a German?
Yeah, sure.
Dankeschön, danke. See, I'm learning German. I'm slowly learning.
As you are a magician, did you prank or surprise some people on set during the shooting time?
Every day. Absolutely every day. Any chance I got, I would sneak a banana into somebody's bag, or I would take somebody's watch and wear it on set, or they go, that's my watch. I can see my watch on camera all the time. We became so close. We became a happy family that it wasn't just me playing pranks on people. They were also playing pranks on me too.
What was the best experience on set?
The best experience on set for me was being able to perform magic, because in a show like this, you know, they want to use so many special effects, and they have this thing called a green screen studios and VFX, and I think you can't trust TV now, right? I know that dinosaurs do not exist. But I've seen the movie Jurassic Park and they look real. You know what it like? So TV is really clever now. But being a magician, I really wanted to perform as much magic live as I can. So for me, this was perfect. I would say that 90% of the magic in the show is live and real. So a couple of examples. There is a moment when Panto is juggling apples and he throws one into the air and it turns into a dove and flies off.
Oh yeah.
You've seen this?
Yeah.
This is a real trick. This was not special effects.
Really?
Absolutely. We did this live.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, we used, in English, we call it a homing pigeon. So basically you can set them off anywhere and they fly home.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So we had 4 of those and we just did 4 takes, but I did this trick live. I turned an apple into a dove. There's another moment when Panto touches this gas pipe in a science lab and steam comes out of his ears. Psh. Again, this is a real trick. This was not special effects. We did this for real. 90% of the magic you see in Panto is real. Of course, I cannot shrink down to a tiny little doll like this.
Yeah.
So we have to use some, but most of the magic was real. And I think it comes across really nice. It looks cool.
Yeah, it looks great.
Thanks, man. I like you, Greta. You give me a big head. Tell me more about how great I am.
Do you believe that aliens really exist?
Oh, I think I do. I think so. I think, you know, all the scientists keep telling us that space goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. And if it goes on forever, then somewhere there must be some living thing, right? There must be. I just hope they're friendly like Panto.
According to you, what was the nicest thing that Panto has done to help others in the series?
You know, when I was a kid, my favourite time ever was when I used to get to sit down with my mum and dad and we would watch TV together. I used to love that time. And it wouldn't be a movie, or it would sometimes be a game show. You know, it wasn't something we were interested in, but it was family time for us. And now that's really hard to do because we're always on our phones, on TikTok or Facebook. This is the most important thing for us now. So for me, the most special thing I think Panto will do, not in the show, but in the world, is I think he will bring mums and dads and kids back together to watch the show together. I think we really need this. I miss my parents so much. You know, everyone's so busy and they're doing things, but Panto's job is to create family time and bring us back together. For me, this is the most special thing.
And what was the funniest thing he did to help others?
Yeah. What is the funniest thing he's done to help others? He's done some crazy things. Some really crazy things. What is the funniest? That's a really good question. Let me think of a good episode. One of my favorite episodes is an episode called Capsized, where this boy, his parents are always working. They are painting and decorating restaurants and things like this, so they never have time for him. And he takes his mum's mobile phone, and she has a phone call from the man who owns the restaurant, and they are behind with their work. So Panto decides to help this boy fix the restaurant so they can go on holiday. He does nothing but cause chaos. And this, for me, is the funniest thing, because this boy's in the restaurant and he's saying, "Can you help clear up?" And Panto makes more mess. "Can you move this small piece of rope over here?" And Panto just makes it longer. And he's like, "You know, we have to clear up this mess." And then Panto makes a penguin appear. And you know, I tell you this now, the penguin was real. They are the most amazing animals I have ever met. We had a penguin, a real penguin. I tell you now, he had his own dressing room.
What?
He had his own hotel room. where he was staying because he was living like in this shower because they love water. So sometimes he would just like walk across. He goes to the shower and has a little shower, and he was so friendly. His name was Chester, and when we were on set, all you have to do is he's over here somewhere. You go, Chester, come. Chester, come. And he looks at you with his big beady eye and he comes flapping over and he loves cuddles. You get to touch him, you get to give him a cuddle, and he is the softest thing. They feel like I don't know, like Kokosnos, him, that big fluffy toy there. He was really, really cool. That was one of my greatest days, meeting a penguin. I loved it.
Did you learn magic at Hogwarts?
Good one. I wish I went to Hogwarts. I really, really do. You know what? That's the one thing the world needs is a magic school.
Yeah.
Don't you agree,
Yeah.
man?
Definitely.
You know, like it's really easy now to go on YouTube and learn magic tricks and things, but I would love to be the headmaster of a magic school and teach tricks. You know, maybe when this is done, I teach you ladies a trick. Deal?
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
please.
Yeah?
please.
We start our own Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Deal. Deal.
How long did it take to learn magic?
Wow. I've been doing magic since I was 5 years old. And you know, magic is all about practice, practice, practice. Some magic tricks are really easy. Some magic tricks are really difficult. You know, the first magic trick I ever learnt was a really old trick called the Chinese linking rings, which is like you have these silver hoops and you hit them together and then they link together. So what I did was when I was a kid, I was really smart. I was learning this magic trick. I didn't get on very well. I got bored because we all get bored really quickly of these kinds of things,
Yeah.
right? So, and then my dad had his best friend come around the house and he says, hey, show him this trick. So I get the rings out and I link them together. And in this moment, to watch a fully grown man go, how do you do this? I felt so much power, you know, like a superhero. And this was motivation for me to do it forever. So it's really important that when you learn anything, just if you enjoy it, then it is you are winning, you know. But you have to practice. You have to stick at it again and again. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something. So it's important. Practice, practice, practice.
Yeah. Can you show us some of your magic tricks or one?
Can I show you ladies a trick?
Yeah?
Can I show you a trick?
Yeah.
Of course I can show you a trick. I would love to show you a trick. You know what? Yeah, do you have a pack? Thank you so much. I love you. She's amazing, that woman. This is one of the best interviews ever. These girls are really good, huh? You girls are cool. Thank you so, so much. Do I need the microphone for this? Is it important you maybe I try and hold it here like this? Not a problem. Okay, look.
Okay, that was the first trick.
Okay, look, card tricks. I love playing cards. I love doing card tricks, but you know what? Every time they give me a pack, it's not full because I keep the rest in my mouth. I know this sounds crazy. Sorry, I need to be in the camera.
Yeah, can you do it again?
Yeah, of course I can do it again and again. I have hundreds of them in my mouth. Literally, I eat them all day. I know I say for breakfast I had bananas, but I didn't. I normally eat playing cards.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, you know what the problem is? The more I do this, I end up, and this is really embarrassing, but I end up having too many cards, so they don't fit inside the box anymore. It's not a problem because I can just eat them again. Oh, bad enough. Okay, so look.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm just hungry. I can't help myself. So look, I show you this trick, okay? Let me give them a little shuffle. Okay, so let me grab. I'm sorry, I run out of camera shot for one moment to grab a pen. Maybe this pen will work. Okay, so it's one of my. Sorry, that's embarrassing. Sorry. Okay, so here I have some cards, ladies. Yes. Okay, tell these to stop. Say stop.
Stop.
Oh, they're all falling everywhere. Okay, so we take this one here. Okay, what is this? The 8 of diamonds. Let's see if this pen works. Okay, will you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Will you take this and write your name? Both of
Okay.
you. I need your name. Greta und Anastasia. My German accent is getting really good. This good framing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, it's good. You put your name on it?
Not yet. That's silver. Okay.
Okay, so watch. So I take the card.
Can you
and I
keep
blow.
this?
Yeah, you can keep it.
No.
You know what happens when I blow on the card? It just dries the ink. That's all it does. Okay, look. So this is your card, yeah? I try and do this slow because it's very confusing, this trick sometimes. Watch. If I take your card like this and I put it in the middle of the pack, when I do this, it jumps to the top. It's a little bit crazy. The first time it happens, it's a little bit confusing and you think, well, no, you must have more cards. Oh, I throw it on the floor, why not? But, you know, I can do this all day. I try again. It doesn't have to be exactly the middle, but roughly in the center, like this. I click, jumps back to the top. Okay, one more time, like this. It goes in the middle, I click, it jumps to the top. I can do this all day. You know what the crazy thing is? If I take like this and I go 1, 2, 3, for one moment it looks like it disappears. But this is the cool part. That's not the cool part. This is the cool part. And this is where I show off just a little bit, so excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
How did you do that?
I have no idea. No idea. No idea. And the crowd goes wild. Hey, you know what? If this is a radio station, can you guys play me a song? Is that okay?
Yes!
Finally, you know, when I was here in Munich, I got to introduce to loads of German music, and one of my favorite bands is Daishkind. So I would love it if you could play Dinger. You know this song? Okay, play it and you'll love it. It goes, I think it goes, kein Ding, Digger, das Ding hat Swing, or something like this. It's a great song. Play that and you'll make me happy forever. Thanks, ladies.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Südpolshow on 92.4. That's right, it's me, Matt Edwards, or you can call me Panto. I hope you're listening every week here, because this is where it happens. It's exciting news time. Is that good?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.